I got to this point in my YouTube journey where I just felt like I had had it up to here. I actually decided I was going to stop making videos for YouTube. I was editing videos that I didn't like, recording content that didn't give me satisfaction. And the thing about such things is that it actually does carry. So you feel bad about it, you are putting in effort, everything seems like a struggle, and then you get the output and you put it out there and literally nobody's watching it. And I just kind of was thinking to myself, if I was feeling this way, how would you guys be feeling watching my videos? So at that point, I'm just like, you know what? There's no point doing this. So I decided I was going to quit YouTube. And then I remember this one day, I was just laying down, and then something was impressed in my mind. How would you just quit something you've spent so much time, money, and investment doing? Are you willing to just let go of everything that you've learned, everything that you've been doing all this while? And then I'd said that, you know what, I was just going to get on my knees and talk to God about it. And in that moment, I remember hearing his voice so clearly. He was like, when you decided to start YouTube, did you seek my face? Did you ask for a sense of direction? Did you even ask what the purpose was going to be for you? And I thought about it. I was like, actually, I did not. I remember when I started my YouTube channel, I started it because I had all of this creative energy. I had all of these ideas and I wanted to just put something out there. But around the time that the pandemic hit, places were closed, and I just felt like, as opposed to just sitting down, perhaps I could just start this and see where it takes me. Of course, the idea was for me to see how I could earn passively from uploading content to the platform. I'll go to some of these places and just create content, and with time I started to familiarize myself with the process. I started to get involved with a lot of businesses, and in as much as I was not monetized on the platform, I was earning by offering my services, my content creation services. Occasionally I'll record vlogs, occasionally I'll do sit down chit chat videos, occasionally I'll do gadget reviews. I was just all over the place with my content. So it dawned on me that the fact that I was not cohesive with my content, I was not coordinated with my content, just stemmed from the fact that I had no sense of purpose, I had no sense of direction. I was just recording content blindly. So at that point I was like, I hear you, but at this point in time, I actually do not care. I want to quit. I am done. And then, he was like, okay, you've invested a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort into making videos, and you want to quit. Why don't you take out time, if you want to just go back, take a step back and just reevaluate everything you've been doing, think about what you want to do moving forward, and just come up with a business proposal, a business plan. Let's see how we can make this work. So I was just like, okay, you know what, as opposed to just quitting like that, perhaps I would take a break. But I shouldn't have taken that long a break. I literally took 3 months. One thing that's going to do is going to hurt your channel, because there are lots of us creating on the platform, and then once you drop off, you drop off. So you do not want to drop off the grid completely. If you are at that point in your YouTube career, your YouTube business, your YouTube journey, and you're thinking, I'm done with this, I want to quit, don't quit. Just take a step back, take a little break, and then try to reevaluate the situation, see why you are feeling that way. More often than not, you're able to pinpoint exactly why you are feeling that way, and then you go right ahead and address it. This is what I learned, and I hope you guys can learn from that experience. As opposed to just going off the grid, what you can do is see how, number one, you could leverage on what you already have on the platform. So what you can do is see how you can repurpose some of your long form content to shorts. You also want to see how you could distribute your content to other platforms as well. You also want to go back into some of these videos that you've posted, I don't know, 1 year ago, 2 years ago, and start to change things, because the platform is constantly changing. The algorithm is constantly changing. The types of hashtags that we use, the types of keywords that we use is constantly changing. I didn't do anything on my YouTube channel for like 2 months, and then at the last month, that's the third month, I started to change my thumbnail, I changed my banner, I changed my profile picture. I was just changing a lot of things, going in there, changing descriptions and titles, and within a week of doing that, I actually gained about 10 or 15 subscribers. So eventually I decided that, you know what, this is not a time to quit. Like, you are even seeing deliverables just by tweaking a few things. Now that you have learned some of these things, you can actually put that into practice and see how you can elevate your YouTube channel. So I started to do a lot of reading. I started to do a lot of grunt work. I literally was going to like the 101 of YouTube, starting a YouTube channel, the things to know. Those are the sort of videos that I was watching. And to be quite frank, I was learning a whole lot. If you're going to be taking a hiatus, don't just drop off the grid like I did. That's going to hurt your channel. So you want to come up with a plan or a strategy. What you can even do prior to the time where you feel like, okay, this is the point where I want to take that break, is you could go back and, you know, just batch create just a few bits and pieces of content, and then just piece them together and just schedule your uploads, you know, that sort of thing, so that even though you are not actively on the platform, you are still putting out content and you're still getting some type of engagement. So that's something that I wish somebody had told me when I decided that I was going to quit. But to be quite frank, now I think about it, I am glad that I took the break, just because it allowed me to, number one, ask God for a sense of direction as far as my YouTube channel is concerned. I didn't really quite get how huge that aspect was going to be for me. That for me was my defining moment. The moment I decided that, you know what, just like with every other thing that I was doing in my life, this YouTube thing is serious to me. And if it's that serious to me, then why wouldn't I bring it before my creator? Please, what direction should I take? What should I start to create? It's not even different from what I was doing before. It's just a lot more refined. So I'm just grateful that I actually took that moment. That time, I was going to say little time, but it wasn't. It was a long time. 3 months is a long time. I was just trying to fit the pieces together, and I can't say that has helped me tremendously, because I have at the very least, a broad or a general view of where I want my channel to go. If you're deciding that you want to quit YouTube, don't quit. You're better off deciding that you're going to take a break and then coming up with a break strategy. I want to rebrand. I want to focus on a different niche. I want to focus on a target market. I want to start making specific videos addressing specific issues. That way you have a clearer perspective. I have this like note where I write my ideas. I also have it like a note, a similar note on my computer. I save literally everything, as opposed to just dropping off and not doing anything. What you can do is, okay, I look at all this content I have created in the past. Which ones can I go back into and change the description, change the thumbnail, just to see if I could get some traction. Once you are taking out time to create content, there is nothing stopping you from putting that same content anywhere and everywhere. At the end of the day, let me tell you the truth, it's the same people who are on Instagram that are on YouTube, the same people who are on YouTube that are on Facebook. It's the same set of human beings in the world. You are not putting your content in Mars or in Jupiter. It's the same set of people. So why not just put it out there? Some people might not see your content on Facebook, but they'll see it on YouTube. So that way you're able to get all of this traction from all of the platforms that you are on. So even though you are not actively making videos, even though that pressure of, oh, I need to pull out this camera because something interesting is happening and I need to get this right now, or oh, this idea comes to mind, let me record it now. More often than not, you might not create something that you like. Just make sure that you are maximizing that time period, because time is money, time is content, time is literally the one thing that is sellable anywhere in the world. Time, whether you are a stay-at-home mom, whether you are working in a 9 to 5, whether you are recording videos, even sleep. When you decide to come back on the platform and start creating, you are hitting the ground running, okay? Because you have planned, because you have re-strategized, because you have looked at everything that you have, you're able to just, get in there and just start creating again. I decided I was going to quit. And then I changed my mind. And then I decided that, you know what, I was going to take this situation that would have been... I feel very emotional saying this, but I did cry. Like, I invested so much time and effort and energy into it. I'd made so many friends doing it. And I was at that point where I was willing to just let everything go, just because I was experiencing that burnout that a lot of us experience. So if this is you and you happen to stumble on this video, you are not alone. Taking a deep breath, take a week. A week is fine. Don't take 3 months to think about it. Take a week. A week is fine. And then after that 1 week of not picking up your camera, just not doing anything social media, trust me, you have a fresh or renewed perspective about life in general, and then you have a fresh or at least an eager to evolve perspective. You can now start to brainstorm. You can even ask for expert opinion. I know a lot of us are shy or we don't think that is necessary, but I ended up speaking to a lot of people actually during this period, talking about everything, the things that I was afraid about, the things that I wanted to improve on, the things that I felt like I needed expertise on. And just by virtue of that conversation alone, I got so many ideas. I got ideas. It was as if it was a refresher course for me. Even talking to people who engage with your videos, it's just like doing a survey, right? Like you want to know what is lacking. What do you feel like I could do to improve my channel? What do you like to see? More often than not, in fact, let me even point this out. With some of my videos I have created it based off of some of the comments that have been left on some videos. When people start to ask specific questions about something that you have done, it just means that if one person is asking, maybe two, maybe three, a lot of people will probably be looking for that same answer. So, there's nothing wrong with doing like a survey. By the time you now go back to the drawing board, just before you start to create again, or you decide to get back on the platform, you see that, it's not as bad as it was before. You are feeling a lot refreshed, and you are feeling a lot lighter, and you're ready to just create from a place of I want to say joy. If it's something that you're experiencing like creators burnout, or you're just not getting ideas for your videos, or you just want to just gist about this whole thing, like, do well to shoot me a comment in the comment section. I'll be looking out for your comments. Also, give this video a thumbs up if it's your first time here, or if you're already subscribed. Now I'm just rambling. Thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you in my next video. It seems new to me, right? It seems like I'm having to learn everything again. See, that's why you shouldn't take such a long break. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.